back to season 1, episode 3 of Celebrity Big Brother US season 1. This is a 2-hour episode. We had a vote and eviction, a veto competition, all kinds of gameplay and stuff, and we're gonna just look at everything that happened. So we left off with James and Chuck just being put on the block by Keisha, and Brandy.
I think it's time for James to go. I think his ego is just too big for this little house. I can't live with him and he needs to leave.
That's what she thinks about this. So the Girls Alliance are all up in the HOH talking about their alliance and what to do. And they keep saying the words shared HOH. And with all of that, I puke. And I'm disgusted that people think that it's actually like a team. So Omarosa and Keisha decide to form a little side alliance within their All Girls Alliance and call it BGM, Black Girl Magic. Okay. So it's time for the veto competition. And playing, we have the 2 nominees, Chuck and James, Keisha the HOH, and then 3 random draws, which include Shannon, Ariadna, and Mark. So we find out it is a spelling comp, a word comp. So they're all gonna dig around, find a bunch of letters to spell the longest word that they possibly can. They're getting messy and mud and goop and stuff and...
Oh, it's a shame because those robes were cute.
Yeah. They're all just sitting on the sidelines watching, and Meta World Peace has to chime in.
Let's go nerds. Let's go nerds.
Who are the nerds? Yeah.
They're all nerds. They're spelling.
Poor Ariadna doesn't know where she is, like I've said, and she doesn't even know like what this competition is. She's just collecting letters and...
Ari, spell a word! Spell a word!
Oh my god.
Spell a right word!
I literally have to remind her. Spell a word, spell a right word, spell a correct word with letters, spell out a word with letters. So here we find the words that these people spelled. Ariadna couldn't find her letters, so she just kind of threw them together and didn't even make a word. Weighing. Mark had a 4-letter word, some. At least he had a word. Keisha had primed 6 letters. Okay, okay. Shannon spelled responsibilities, 16 letters. A BB record. I feel like she's been watching this show for so long that she's just sitting there thinking, what word would I spell if I were in the house? And this is the word that has been in her head for the past like 15 years. So there you go, responsibilities. It's funny because in the first comp she was like, oh no, I think I just got lucky, that's why I won. And then she goes and spells responsibilities, a 16-letter word, and it's like, okay girl, you're showing your cards a lot. Like, we know that you're not just getting lucky, like this is stupid. James tries to spell family. He drops his Y. So he spells famil. Chuck spells spanned, 7 letters, pretty good, but it's not 16. Freaking. So the All Girls Alliance, they're coming up with a stupid plan to use the veto on Chuck and put Mark up in his place to scare Mark. And because they like Chuck now, they want to work with him. Ross starts saying how dumb this is, which he's correct. That's stupid. Shannon gets blood on her hands by using the veto. Keisha gets blood on her hands by putting someone else on the block, but they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna scare Mark. We're not even gonna vote him out. There's literally no point. No point at all. It does more harm than good, but they're all mad because Ross or Shannon disagree. So Keisha comes back with this all girls speech about how we wanted an all girls alliance. Like, one woman to win. We want the best woman to win.
Hello? I'm over here. Yoo-hoo.
Let's just let the best woman win.
May the best woman win?
You're still considered a girl right now.
You still haven't even spilled.
I know I do.
They don't even care that they're sitting there saying, may the best woman win, when Ross isn't even a woman. They're telling him he's a woman. So they basically all attack Shannon and make her think that she is in the wrong for having an opinion. And so she starts crying, and Brandy comes to console her or yell at her. I don't know what Brandy does.
Oh my god, don't cry. I will beat you. Like, I will beat you.
She's saying she's gonna beat her.
Why is everyone crying?
What is going on? Girl, pull it together.
Yeah, I agree. I know it's like a really tough game and really emotional and stressful, but it is technically week 1 and you're already dying. Ross later talks to Brandy about how he was feeling during that whole HOH conversation about may the best woman win.
Hocus pocus, change your focus.
Okay, she puts a spell on him and we're all good. Since Ariadna and James were the losers of the veto competition, they have to dress up as babies for, I guess, a day. I don't know. I'm not sure how long because normally it would be a week, but they're not there for long at all.
Here comes the airplane.
Okay. James tries to get in a showmance, but is quickly rejected.
Can babies have a showmance?
No.
Now we're back to Keisha being mad at Shannon for having an opinion.
What kind of alliance is this?
An awful one. Get out. They suck. Getting into an all-girls alliance just sounds like drama and kaflama. That was a quote from the Cheetah Girls, and I didn't know I was gonna go there, but I did somehow. You know it's gonna be a bunch of drama and way too many opinions, and so you got yourself into that by getting in an all-girls alliance. Girls suck. Not that these guys are really smart at all who are playing this game. Keisha's mad that Shannon is being selfish with what she wants to do with the veto. It's not a group game, Keisha. It's not a group game. Shannon is supposed to think of herself. Don't be stupid. Omarosa and Shannon have a little chat after that. Omarosa says to Shannon, no one here knows this game like you and I do. They have no idea that Ross is a super fan. Okay, props to Ross. He's keeping that under wraps. Good job. Shannon also says that she wants to go home. Again, she's barely even been there. What are you doing? You're a super fan. You're being a disappointment. Shannon ends up not using the power of veto, thank goodness. And with that, our celebration alliance is over. One of them's going home. After the commercial break, Julie brings back Ian, Derek, Nicole, and Josh, 4 past winners. She asks all of them questions. She asks Derek 2 questions before she ever even asks Ian 1. And that's great because he sucks. Dan Giesling is the best and he should have won season 14. I will say it till the day I die. Finally, Shannon and Ross run around flipping the house. The all-girls alliance turns on their leaders. It's time for voting to begin, and James and Chuck make speeches. James.
First of all, hi to my family and fans. Hope you guys enjoy my new single, Falling.
Like I said, he's there to promote his music. Meta World Peace. He was gonna vote to evict James, but he doesn't know how this game works.
James and Chuck, his friends, it's anyone's guess what he's about to do.
Would you be my Valentine? Maya, would you be my Valentine? Love you, baby.
Hi.
I vote Chuck.
Thank you, Meta.
Before Julie even addresses him, he just starts talking. His mic isn't even on because Julie's talking. And then he asks his wife to be his Valentine. And he doesn't even give Julie a chance to speak to him. So he doesn't realize that he is voting to evict someone. He thinks that he is voting for someone to stay. So he votes Chuck. And then he just leaves. So in the end, it is 7-1 votes against Chuck. Omarosa is the only vote for James to leave. It was going to be 2, but Meta doesn't know where he is. So Chuck leaves. He has an exit interview with Julie where he discusses how he wants to be on The Amazing Race. That show's for him, and he wants to go with his wife. So now we find out why Chuck is actually here. Remember, he was put in the category of, I don't know why he's here. He's here because he wants to go on The Amazing Race. Julie even said to him, I think your chances are pretty high. So there you go. Okay, so that was episode 3. We'll get another episode tomorrow to watch, so that'll be fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, then okay. And I will see you next time with episode 4. Oh my gosh, there are way too many episodes of this and way too quickly. I think I'm gonna die. And I don't know, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. We're on day 3, almost day 4. I'm already exhausted. Thank you, and good night.
He shouted out my single when he went out to do the vote. Yeah, like I'm gonna repost it. Click this. Yeah, exactly.